Oh, brother. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another live here on Dime Dropper in the middle of the daytime as the news has come out about what happened last night. If you did not check out that live, I had Clipper fans join me on stage after about the 25-minute mark. Bones got busy. Link that live in the chat right now, talking about how we felt about Chris Paul being kicked off of the team at 12 o'clock Pacific time on Wednesday night. And I gave my thoughts. I talked about it. We speculated about what could have been the reason why Chris Paul was kicked off the team on his farewell tour. And now we have some news that has come out. So, by the way, we are live from Los Angeles as always. Super chats are turned on if you want to drop $1 or a dime. Members only live was supposed to happen today, but I figured because this is such big news, I don't want to limit the live to only 10 people, but that means you should be a member if you want to be able to jump on stage, chat it up with me every single Wednesday. We can break down any film from any player from the last 15 years or any team. You can ask me any question. And of course, you will be entitled to giveaways at 25 and 50 members, one for Clipper fans, one for Laker fans. And of course, you skip the line at post-game interviews if you're a Clipper fan that attends games. But anyway, so we had that live last night. I also did Locked On Clippers last night. Now we're going to look at what was apparently reported by Shams. He said, and it's exactly what we thought, Chris Paul and his leadership style clashed with the Clippers, sources tell ESPN. Paul has been vocal in holding management, coaches, and players accountable, which the team felt became disruptive. Specifically, Ty Lue was not on speaking terms with Paul for several weeks. I mean, all I had to say to that was this. So our team is a bunch of unaccountable bitches who can't handle the heat from someone who's calling out their shit. Yeah, I stand with Chris Paul. Get Ty and Lawrence the fuck out of here. Look, man, I knew it would have to be something with Chris Paul holding guys accountable. I knew CP3 would be the guy to call these guys out on their shit. And he is. And let's be honest, he has not played well. Some people might not want to hear it from him. You know, you're playing like ass. You're 40 years old. You're not in any position to actually help the team right now. You are part of the reason why we've been so disappointing. But damn it, he's 40 years old. If our season was going to come down to Chris Paul making an impact, if that's going to make or break our season, it's the reason why we're 5-16, then we have much bigger problems than just Chris Paul. And let me just say this. I don't stand with any of those players more than Chris Paul or the organization. I am team Chris Paul because you know what the difference is between Chris Paul and all those other guys? I know that he cares so much about winning because I saw it for 6 years. I saw that shit for 6 years. I have not seen even 4 years of consistent caring from these guys, from any member, whether it be Lawrence Frank, whether it be Ty Lue, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. It's not the same as what Chris did. It's not the same as what Chris put in every single day, every single game back in Lob City. It's not. And I'm not saying they don't care, but there's levels to this. You sensitive pansies. I know I wasn't there. I know some, Lou Williams even came out. Let's look at what Lou Williams said. He was saying how he heard that Chris was, calling guys out, trying to get them to be trying to hold them accountable, and they didn't like it. And he said CP3 even addressed the team and apologized, saying, my criticism is coming from a good place. I want us to be a good team. I want us to get this thing right. He was just holding guys accountable. And listen, someone said if he apologized, that means he probably crossed the line. I don't give a shit. He wants to win. Things get competitive. Is this acceptable? Is this acceptable? We're 5-16. I stand with Chris Paul. Fuck these guys. And the fact that Steve Ballmer again sided with Ty Lue and Lawrence Frank, hell no. Get them out of here. I'm telling you, I'm going to organize something for the next game. It might be stupid. It might fall flat. It might flop. But anybody that's going to be at the next Clipper game against the Grizzlies, we need to do some kind of anti-Lawrence Frank chant, anti-Ty Lue thing. It has gone too far. You are making us look like the laughing stock of the league. Everyone is shitting on us, and for good reason. And it sucks because I have to watch everybody say, Oh, the Clippers are a joke. Fuck the Clippers. Disgusting organization. Fold them right now. Send them to Buffalo. Send them to San Diego. And this, despite the fact that I don't agree with the relocation part of things, it's disheartening when we all agree that this organization has operated in a slimy fashion. That this organization is treating our legend like shit. Our greatest ever player, top 2 at worst. It's really, really disgusting. We don't like some people might say there's 2 sides to the story. Honestly, I don't care about their side. They haven't proven anything to gain our respect and to gain our trust over the years. Ty Lue, I mean, the fact that he, the report said that he was, let's see, here's what we got. Lawrence Frank 4 hours ago. By the way, actually, no, before I read that, I'm going to read what Lou Williams said. A lot of these incidents are coming down to an isolated person, and that person is in charge of a lot of these decisions. This isn't a Clippers thing. It's an isolated issue with L. Frank and the way he's gone about treating certain players he feels like he has been disrespectful or not on the same page with him. He has a way of doing business with these guys. It's bad optics. There is one particular person in these scenarios who is the common denominator for how things look and the optics when it comes to these types of situations. It's clear as day that Lawrence Frank is hurting our organization. He is hurting our organization. It's time for him to fuck off. And this guy wants to draft players and talk about, oh, he's a high character guy. Where's your high character? Where's your high character stabbing Blake Griffin in the back like that? Telling Russell Westbrook he would be the savior of this team and then getting his friend and benching him and making a call from upstairs when Ty Lue dedicated his whole training camp to Westbrook that year. Getting rid of Isaiah Hartenstein because you wanted to, appease Paul George and Kawhi Leonard's point guard demands. And now you do this to a franchise legend. You knew who you were bringing into this organization. You know Chris Paul's fiery. You know he's not willing to pull punches. But, it crossed the line. It was affecting everyone. The coaching staff's got their panties in a bunch. Fuck them all. Fire sale. Get them all out of here. We're a disgrace. I would rather a bunch of new players alongside Chris Paul for his retirement tour. We're going to be such shit. Disgusting behavior. This is the one thing us fans had to look forward to in this garbage-ass season. 5-16. We at least got to see one of the guys who brought all these fans that are at the arena to your fan base celebrated. All these fans, so many of them were brought because of Chris Paul. We do not care about you, Lawrence Frank. We do not care about you, Ty Lue. And we do not care about Kawhi Leonard and James Harden as much as we care about Chris Paul. It's the simple facts. At some point, Clipper fans cannot just bow down and say, oh, whatever the franchise does is good. Steve Ballmer is a new owner that hasn't even done this for 15 years yet. He clearly is not Jerry Buss. He clearly is not, it's an owner. He's not putting the right guys in power here. Lawrence Frank has made a lot of good moves, but ultimately it's not even about if he's made more bad or good moves. It's the way that players are now seeing what the Clippers are. And that is that we are trying so hard to turn the page on the Sterling era and become a respectable organization that we are pulling slimy maneuvers. It is the ultimate form of disrespect to do this to Chris Paul. He's never been treated like this before. He has pissed people off in the locker room. He's had player beef, but he's usually been so good that you don't want to waive him. The difference is now he's not that good. That's the thing. You're hearing it from a guy who's playing like dog shit, who's only averaging 2 points. But it doesn't matter. It's the message that he's trying to get across. It's the message that he's trying to get across. He's seen what a winning culture looks like. Not a championship culture. But let's be honest. Kawhi Leonard has seen what a championship culture looks like. But is Kawhi Leonard being vocal right now? Is Kawhi Leonard calling everybody out for their shit? I don't think so. Not that I've heard. And we know he's not that type of guy. So we said, bringing in a leader that's going to call everybody out on their shit is going to be great for the team. Apparently not, because they're so soft. They're so soft that they can't. I don't care. Again, as I said, I do not care if Chris Paul punched everybody in the face. These guys need a reality check. You come out against the Utah Jazz and play like that in game one, you deserve every sort of disrespect coming your way because you were picked to be a good team, and you come out and disrespect the game like that and disrespect all your fans like that. Lawrence Frank, 4 hours ago, according to Joey Lynn, we did not make this move because of our underperformance. He had nothing to do with that. We are not scapegoating Chris Paul. We have great respect for Chris, for the career he's had. We're not blaming him for our underperformance. He said, and then end quote. He said he empathizes with any anger from the fan base, but it was the right decision to make for the team. No. All right, let's see how much shit changes without Chris Paul. Was he really the plague in the locker room playing 14 minutes a night? And then Lawrence Frank, I'm very confident this will be a destination franchise as long as Steve is owning the team. If I'm wrong and this roster isn't capable of doing more, as always, we'll be aggressive in trying to fix it. We'll explore every avenue to make this team better. I mean, holy shit, I'm just so tired of this guy. Bro, how are we a destination franchise if you just disrespected the two best players in franchise history and Russell Westbrook too? All these guys talk, the NBA is a fraternity. Eventually, word's going to get around. You have Lou Williams and Boogie Cousins, who also have a lot of connections in the league, going on national television and saying that you're the problem, and you think people want to come and play for you? Lawrence Frank, it's time to go. It's been time to go. You've doubled down on this Kawhi Leonard era. It has only fallen short. We've only given up more assets. And then Joey Lynn also tweeted, the Clippers knew Chris Paul's leadership style when they signed him. I asked Lawrence Frank why they felt he was a good fit and why that changed. And Lawrence said, I'd like to keep some of those things in-house. Chris has a very good leadership style. He's led a lot of teams, and he's led a lot of teams as being one of the best players, if not the best player on the team. It's just the role, some moves you make. You have great intentions, and some work and some don't. And I own that. And this one just didn't work this time. So basically, because he's not good anymore, he is pissing people off being the one to criticize. They don't like the messenger. They don't like the message or the messenger. I'm sorry. I can't roll with that. Because I know it's like this. If Udonis Haslem was a bench warmer and was calling everybody out on their shit in Miami, his voice would mean something because he's a vet that's been there, done that. I get that Chris Paul hasn't won a championship, and that's partially because of him and partially because of things like this, where he does not know how to talk to people a certain way, but it all comes from passion, and our team lacks passion. That's the fact of the matter. Our team lacks passion. So seeing or hearing that Chris Paul is doing this makes us feel like, oh shit, someone actually cares. Someone actually isn't going to accept this. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And here's the craziest part. Lawrence Frank said that he made the decision to part ways with Chris Sunday night before we played in Miami, but the team got into Atlanta late. So we let him play a game even though the team didn't want him there. I mean, what's going on here? Who's running the asylum? Lawrence Frank said, we're a bad basketball team. I put together that roster. T. Lue is my partner. He will be the coach. The fact that he says that like Ty will be the coach for a long time, I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, we sided with Ty over Chris Paul. That's the fact of the matter. We sided with Ty over Chris Paul. If it's true that Chris Paul was trying to talk to Ty and Ty wasn't actually communicating with him, I mean, Ty Lue is not the coach that we thought he was in terms of holding guys accountable. Lawrence Frank said, I think Ty is one of the best coaches in the NBA. We're all part of the problem. It starts at the top with me. It sure does. It sure does. So that's why you should not have a job. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. Let's see, my notifications are on fire right now. As I said, again, if you want to be a part of, the protest that I want to set up, and we're going to chant fire Lawrence. I mean, the guy, my boy, what's his name, was Julio, was ahead of the game. He was doing the Lawrence Frank thing, and now everyone is on board. Now everyone is on board. It's disgusting. It truly is disgusting. I'm just I'm just ashamed, to be honest with you. I'm really just ashamed. It's a joke. It's a joke. What can you do? I mean, everybody's clowning us. That's the crazy part. Everybody's clowning us. You go to my Twitter feed, you go to everything, and I'm seeing Chris Paul. Wow. Chris Paul just posted an Instagram story. Hold on, I'm gonna share this to the chat. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. CP3 FaceTiming DeAndre Jordan and Chris Paul. I'm sorry, and Blake Griffin. Having a fun time together. Where is the team I fell in love with? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the team I fell in love with? Because this is despicable. Truly despicable. Look, even Kendrick Perkins. It's time for Lauren. Oh, I didn't show it. Did I not show it? Oh, my bad. Here we go. Here it is. Look at this. Because I don't like them. That's why. Because I don't like them. I don't like Ty Lue. I don't like Lawrence Frank. I don't like Kawhi Leonard. I don't like James Harden. And right now, I'm not fucking with Ballmer. They're losers. I mean, honestly, I don't care what anyone says. They're, in my eyes, like they're losers. Like they don't care about winning. You can see it in their body language. Kawhi Leonard. Someone tell me a good explanation as to why Kawhi Leonard left the game against Memphis in 2023. I still have not heard one. Show me a good explanation as to why Kawhi Leonard left the game against New Orleans in 2023. Until I hear a good one, he does not care. He left the game. He left the game in the midst of a playoff run. A playoff push, I should say. Let's see. It's time for Lawrence Frank to go, since Kendrick Perkins. Lou Williams talking. The way the Chris Paul thing was handled is atrocious. Best player in franchise history. Chris Haynes, sources. Weeks ago, Chris Paul requested to have a meeting with Ty Lue to discuss allegations of being a negative presence on the team. Lue refused to meet with him. Negative presence? Who's calling him a negative presence? Is it James Harden? Is it Kawhi? Is it Chris Dunn? Yep, CP3 did more for this franchise than Ty Lue ever did. Mario said basically they got mad at CP for trying to hold him accountable. This is unserious. Look, Lou Williams, this person told me I can relax. I'm not getting traded. 15 minutes later, I was an Atlanta Hawk. He's a scumbag. He is a scumbag. The Clippers got mad. Chris Paul wasn't cool with failure. What a message to send to the world. Could not love CP3 more. Disgusting. Disgusting. Get rid of them all. Get rid of them all. I'm never going to switch teams, but I've never. No. What was in the wrong? He's calling them out for their shit. No. Hold on. You're a Kawhi stan. I don't give a shit what you have to say, bipolar. Fuck you, Kawhi fanboy.